I recently started watching Walking Dead, and it's not really my typical cup of tea because it's very bloody and gory. However, the walkers on it really reminded me of people that I've worked with in the past, people who are functioning on a very low level, no energy whatsoever. And when you ask them a question, they'll either shrug their shoulders, roll their eyes, or grunt at you. I'm Iffy Thomas, and welcome to Life TV. I'm going to show you how to choreograph your life. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Some people get home from work exhausted and miserable and describe their day as awful. Then they spend the rest of the evening in front of the TV watching telly until they fall asleep, and then wake up the next day and do exactly the same thing. And then I say to them, well, why don't you do something that you want to do? What would it be? What would you dare to dream if you knew that you couldn't fail? And they will either be shocked that I even asked them the question, or it'll be complete silence, or they'll look excited because they know really what it is that they want to do. But then after a long pause, a long list of reasons why they can't, it's too late, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too black, I'm too white, I'm not clever enough, I'm overqualified, it's too hard, I don't have the money, I just can't, I'm not lucky enough, I can't. Brian Tracy calls this excusitis, the inflammation of the excuse-making gland, or Someday Island, a place full of people who someday plan to move off the island. When I was growing up, I spent most of my time in dance classes or dance competitions, and the level of discipline that you need to have to be a dancer is insane. I remember me and my sister asking my mum for weights for Christmas, ankle weights, so that we could kick our leg up high and increase our flexibility. I then learned that my younger sister told me that she used to actually sleep in the splits. Len Goodman, the judge on Strictly Come Dancing, used to hold competitions in Gray's End, and I won this t-shirt that said, "Winners never quit, quitters never win, success comes in cans and not in can'ts." And it never really occurred to me that those same principles could be transferred into another profession other than dancing. I grew up with the idea that things just happen. Confidence, success, love, happiness, all these things would arrive eventually during the course of my adult life. I believed that if I was at the right place at the right time, things would just happen. I'd need a lot of luck, and that would be really all that I needed. The great majority of people live with this idea, and this could be the reason why some people don't reach their full potential, because they're waiting for someone or something to happen. You're basically waiting at a bus stop where no buses go. Nobody is coming to rescue you. It's up to you. And if a tiny part of you feels that someone might come and rescue you, or I don't know, you might win the lottery, let me tell you, it is very unlikely. And when you hear these stories of people like Toni Braxton singing at a petrol station, and someone drives past who happens to be a producer who says, "Yeah, I'll sign you up," and now she's a big superstar, these stories are so rare, and it's usually not the full story. That's why we hear about them. But the stories that we need to hear more about are the people like Mariah Carey. 19 different record producers turned her down because she sounded too much like Whitney Houston. Or J.K. Rowling, over 20 publishing companies says, "No, we're not going to take on that story, Little Boy Goes to Wizard School." They're the kind of things you need to focus on. You need to start looking at the bigger picture and realise that nobody is coming to save you.